It's so... What's going on there, friends and neighbors? I am ShinRobjira, and today I have quite the special episode of Rob's Godzilla Room Reviews for you all to view with your eyes. Now, I say this is a very special episode because I think it's a safe assumption, well, a tinily safe assumption, tinily, what a weird word. A decent portion of you may have never seen this thing, may have never known of this thing's existence, mainly because it's not an official Godzilla product. Now, before I get into showing you what this thing actually looks like, I just want to extend my thank you out to my good friend Dominic, a fellow Godzilla lover. This was originally his, and he sold it technically to my mom to give to me. And I just wanted to say, my guy, I absolutely appreciate this thing. I love this thing. It's a centerpiece in one of my shelves in my collection. Thank you so much for this. I'm taking good care of it, I promise. And with that being said, let's take a look at the highly anticipated lamp. Ah, lamp. Easily the strangest piece in my Godzilla collection. What is this? Why is this? Where did it come from? Where is it going? Well, time for some history. LumiSource Inc., the creator of this lovely little product, is an international manufacturer and distributor of unique luminaries and home accents. Most of their products are made by artists and designers from around the world, a lot like these new t-shirt websites like T-Fury and T-Public. LumiSource boasts high-level and design-focused objects that are both attractive and affordable. Though looking at their website today, I don't know if this specific thing is readily available from them since it's from 2001 after all. Though the few listings I found of this thing states that this was a 2006 release. I was just going by the paperwork that came with this thing, so either or. It says it right on the bottom of the box. You dingbat. So that's essentially the written history of this thing. It's not too hard to find pictures of, but when it comes to listings on eBay, it's very few and very, very far between. Probably due to this product's self-made and distributed nature, and apparently it never being redistributed after its initial release. According to a written review on the Toho Kingdom website, they were officially released, and apparently no harm from Toho came from the release of this thing. I guess it being called Flamezilla helped a lot, and it also apparently originally retailed for about $30. Jesus you can't even look at the corner of a box, can ya? How ignorant do you have to be to miss something like that? Jesus Christ, you dumb paragliding, cheese sniffing, dipping your Thousand Island dressing because you got. So there's your history. Now for the review. The detail on this thing is exquisite. The dorsal fins are a nice weathered color that act as one giant piece instead of separate pieces, furthering the difference between old Flamezilla here and Godzilla. The detail on them is quite beautiful, and the faded paint only helps. The detail for the skin is just perfect, especially on the chest. Unmistakably Godzilla. The paint on the skin is of a dull gray, I think, and brown. Very, very different for Godzilla. And the application of the brown that you can see across this little lamp further shows off the hand-painted beauty of this product. The brown, while questionable, is super nice. I like different stuff on my Godzilla things. Moving sunny side up, Flamezilla's eyes look just like that. Sunny side up eggs. Wall-eyed sunny side up eggs. The yellow on white is nice. It separates itself from the rest of the lamp. While it pops, it's not too loud, nor does it feel too off from the initial design. I can't really complain about the wonky eyes, honestly, because it'll mainly be posed from the side just to show off the lamp aspect, which we are getting to. Be patient. The mouth is pink. Like a dark pink, and the teeth being a dark yellow on this dark pink does leave them a little lost in it. A darker magenta, fleshier tone would have been nice, just to let the teeth shine and pop out a bit more, and that's honestly my only complaint when it comes to the paint on this thing, just the mouth and the teeth, but I really, really don't mind it. Moving down, the crashing waves erupting from under Flamezilla look amazing. The hues of blue on top of the white is just so cool, so beautiful, so fluffy, like cotton candy almost. And I can't help but gush over how lush it looks. Yeah, that rhymed. Further adding an eye-catching aspect to this thing even when the lights are on and the sun is out.
And now, for them.
You're gonna wanna make sure the bulb is in this position, aka the correct position. It'll remain this nice and cool blue, a tick darker than the base until you plug it in. The two nubs on the top and the bottom will match up with the two spaces in the mouth. Place it in, give it a good old turn, plug the lamp in, click this button and boom! I love the way this thing looks. While it isn't 90s Godzilla accurate because it's kind of pink and purple, Shinboy, it does look great, and I love that electrical current that's flowing through the stream. Like, wow. The bulb may not light up the entire room, but it does have a great presence both in the dark and from far away in the dark. A Godzilla lamp has never been officially released in the States, at least as far as I can find, so this thing's existence is just a happiness I didn't know I needed in my collection. It's not an official Godzilla product, sure, but it's a great centerpiece and a good conversation starter. If you can find one of these things, I say go for it, especially if it isn't too expensive. Now it's time for that size comparison. Lamp and Imperial Godzilla, side view, lights off view. Lamp and Bandai Movie Monster Series Gamera 1995, the 2020 version, last week's video. Side view, lights off view. Lamp and Bandai King Series Final Climax version Shin Godzilla, side view, lights off view. Lamp and SH Monster Arts Godzilla 1995, the Rebirth version, side view, lights off view. And my head. This wonky Electracolor lamp is just that. It's wonky. It's so different. I love that this thing is hand painted. I really, really do. Like, you could tell a lot of work went into this thing, especially when looking at it really, really up close. That's why there's a lot of up close shots in this video, just because it is so beautifully sculpted. It is so beautifully painted. It's a labor of love, and I can really tell. So whoever at LumiSource, or who was ever hired by LumiSource to make this thing, hey, thank you. This thing is absolutely beautiful, and I hope they come back into production at some point. I'd like to buy another one. Anyway, I have been ShinRobjira. This has been the LumiSource Electracolor Flamezilla Godzilla lamp review. Comment on the video, let me know what you thought of this thing. And hey, if you liked it enough and you want to see other strange stuff coming up, because I got some strange things coming up, not a lot, why don't you hit the subscribe button? Check out the newly reformatted and reborn Discord page, ShinRobjira Island. Got a whole bunch of different categories, channels, and everything going on there. It's the best it's ever been, and it's all thanks to my two good friends, Corey and Steven, for teaming up and making it one heck of a page. I Twitch stream, and I got a Patreon page if you want to check that out. I have been ShinRobjira. Yet again, hope you enjoyed. This has been Lamp, and I will see you all next week with a model kit. It's like 12:30 in the morning. I am not doing a review next week. Next week I am doing the apartment and Godzilla room tour. I might have a video up for that, but in between what I'm doing now and NECA Mothra version 2 coming out, I have to get back to my stream now because I left my stream to come here and record this. So thank you so much for watching. Good night. Love you.